position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the BYU Cougars, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback making adjustments. Handoff from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Back to throw, it's Kane. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Red Raiders come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll move the wide receiver. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Making side adjustments here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Lincoln. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Looking for a gap. It's Luna. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Looking for a man. It's Kane. Got his man quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They've methodically worked their way down the field. The 11th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Kane. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here to just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll get rid of it. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. BYU lines up quickly.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Zings it complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, BYU.
The Cougars have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. BYU with the 1st and 10.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they liked, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The quick out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He's looking to pass. Flips it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding the situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to throw. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now the play fake. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Kane. Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle, it's Luna. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Turning on the Jets. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Kane. Now improvising. Makes the grab, it's Lincoln. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll run it from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 7 over UTEP. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Cougars headed quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver. Oh, he's got some space. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And now they've moved into the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, BYU! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He might want another play. To the air, it's Kane. Quickly to the tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision.
Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougar! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Kane. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lincoln. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option to give.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On target to the left. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. The Red Raiders have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. Punts it out of the air. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lincoln. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. And the Red Raiders have moved it inside the 20. Looking for room. It's Luna. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Kane. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 8 over Cal. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football match.
He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, BYU. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Dropping back, it's Kane. Catch in the middle, it's Lincoln. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
We've reached the break. BYU is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Kane. He's got an open man. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. BYU right back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Quickly complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Powers through. Touchdown Cougars. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Quick handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Kane. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He's got it.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers...
Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. And for a quick quick update. Let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Syracuse is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Orange on the scoreboard. They're up by 35 over UTEP. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. BYU lines up quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosion.
There he goes. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. They're working that left side. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. Got his man. On the move at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. It's complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch, in a big moment, when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Easy completion on the shuffle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
How could that happen? He misses the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be changing the route. Scanning the field, it's Kane. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lincoln. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. These corners going to give them some space. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked